in 2005, a game hit the market that gave fans the chance to play their favorite hard rockin' tunes as if they were a member of the band. Guitar Hero went on to spawn a number of sequels, the last of which hit store shelves in 2010. Now, 5 years later, Guitar Hero Live is about to launch, and this time, you are the rock star. Joining us from LA is Senior Director of Product Management for Guitar Hero at Activision, Tyler Michaud. Let's play. So Tyler, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
This is the return of Guitar Hero. Fans are super excited, but not quite as we know it. What's different about Guitar Hero Live from previous versions?
You know, everything is different. This Guitar Hero is really, I think, on point for today's gamer and also for today's music fan. The change starts with the guitar itself. The controller, which in the past had 5 buttons all in a row, now has a 6-button configuration with 2 rows of 3. It's a blast. It provides a whole new challenge for people. And what's interesting is, for the beginning player, it's actually easier to pick up and play out of the box. But for the experienced player, it's much harder to master on the more experienced difficulties.
Well, they're probably breaking old habits. But what genre of music will be available in this game? Is it just rock, or are there other types of music available?
You know, this is going to surprise people, but this has a broader set of genre than anything we've done in the past. You'll absolutely have your rock. You'll have your classic rock, hard rock, alternative rock, your metal. You'll also find things like country. You'll also find things like folk, stuff that we just haven't explored in the past. And a lot of that is due to the GHTV mode, which allows us to bring hundreds of songs to the game and really opens us up to thinking about music in different ways.
You took a lot of influence from music festivals this time around, did you not? Because watching this, I feel like I'm at a concert.
Absolutely. It's amazing what people are doing now versus 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago with music. And to your point, going to festivals is one of them. It's an amazing experience. And that's where you see that wide sort of variety of genre represented. So within the GH Live mode, we are playing, first person, live action, responsive. You're sort of playing with real bands at real festivals. Sound Dial in the UK and Rock the Block in the US.
And the fans that are watching, are these actors that you hired and it was kind of like filming a movie, or was this something that you got from another festival?
It was very much like filming a movie. So we had hundreds of actors, and each set and each crowd was custom to a particular band. So there's 10 bands in the game, and each one has its own logo and look and feel and genre, and the crowd needed to sort of represent that. So what we did was we filmed this crowd live action, and also your bandmates live action, and we also went back and filmed them again, doing the sort of negative reaction so that you get that positive, negative reaction based on how you're playing. It was a huge undertaking, and huge credit to Freestyle Games who had the vision to put it together.
Tell us more about Guitar Hero TV. This is a playable music video network, right?
That's exactly the way we think about it. We like to think of GHTV as the world's first playable music video network, and it's much different from the Guitar Hero that you used to know. And if you look at how much music has changed and evolved since the old Guitar Hero, gone are the days where you're confined to how many songs you have on your MP3 player. People connect to things like Pandora and Spotify. And GHTV is very much like that. On day one, available to everybody out of the box, will be hundreds of songs for you on GHTV. And we'll continue to add more and more over time because we're not constrained by the amount of songs that we can fit on a disc.
Okay, so now the most important question. The guitar has been completely redesigned. What made you decide to get away from the 5-color button configuration?
It's funny. We heard from our fans very clearly that our fans wanted reinvention and change, and so we didn't want to leave any stone unturned on Guitar Hero. And with regard to the controller, feedback we got from a lot of people was they would sort of hit a wall as soon as they had to use their pinky. And so what the new configuration allows you to do is, on the lower difficulties, you can just use 3 buttons, and it's very easy to pick up and play. But what we found very interesting is it's actually much harder to master now. When you get into expert difficulty, you're using 6 buttons on 2 different rows. It's a real challenge, so we think fans are going to love it.
I think fans are up for the challenge. Thank you so much, Tyler.
Thank you.
Guitar Hero Live is now available across all gaming console platforms. For more on the game, be sure to check out GuitarHero.com. For Fox Gamer, I'm Diana Falzone.